In 8 weeks, your team managed to generate $20 million in volume in closed business. Friends, not just maybe business, but closed business. I want you, because the market is shifting, and a lot of my real estate brothers and sisters are saying, hey, Jay, it was great, not so great anymore. I want you to walk me through exactly how I go do this.
So it's a little convoluted, but I'm going to break it down into as few steps as possible. About 2 years ago, my director of operations, Noah, he made a thing called an 8x8 challenge. And the intention behind it was, I actually have it here. The intention behind it was, what if we can make a one-pager for new agents getting the business? Is kind of like the last step before they join the team. So brand new agents, we don't know if they're actually going to do the production. We want to spend the time and money onboarding them yet. So if we like them, what if we gave them a 2-month campaign where if they went and did those items for 2 months and started seeing success, we'd bring them on the team and know that they're actually going to do what we tell them, right?
That's so smart. Did that work?
That's the fun part. It sat in the Google Drive for 2 years and collected dust. And so it was an amazing idea. But what happened is, so I'll backtrack a little bit. So last year we had our best year ever at 194 transactions. And so we started this year and we had the worst first quarter we had in 3 years. And we went, this isn't good. And so it's April 1st, literally, and we just had our quarterly review with the team, and I'm like, the numbers are bad. So bad, I cut a big fat check to keep the business going in February. We had our worst month in like 5 years. So the shift had happened pretty hardcore in Florida in the first quarter. And so anyways, we knew we had to do something different. And so we're scratching our heads going, maybe it's bold. And then we remembered, what about that 8x8 campaign you made a few years ago? And then we had an aha moment. We can do both. So if we had kind of the coaching and accountability of bold coupled with an action step program, and we gave it to our agents and gamified it, what would be the end result? And honestly, the end result blew us away. And to your point, so in the first quarter of the year, we did about $12 million in volume. And in the next 2 months, we did $21.1 million in volume. Just from those action steps.
Okay, now everyone listening is like, I'm in. Literally, I want to do this. Walk me through and don't spare me the specifics. I want to be able to do this tomorrow. Take me on the journey.
So the 8 steps, I'm going to go through the 8 steps and I'll kind of talk about how we built the model around this. But the 8 steps are, each week you need to add 5 new contacts to your database. That's step 1. So AKA 1 a day.
When you say add 5 people, I need their name, I need their phone number, and I need their email.
And bonus points if you can get their address, but we use Fellow, so oftentimes if we have the name, phone number, and email, we can get the address.
By the way, if you don't know Fellow, friends, Ryan Young, love what he's doing. Go check out that company, Fellow. Any real estate agent, I think, should be using Fellow. That's just me.
So
okay,
5
step
contacts,
1
1 contact a day. Yep, 1 a day. Next is 1 handwritten card a day, so 5 notes per week. So far we got 5 minutes of tasks. 1 new contact in the database, 1 handwritten note. The next one is one of the challenges. It's 5 connections a day. You need to speak to 5 human beings, either giving them something of value or asking them for a piece of business directly. So that's 25 contacts a week. The next step, number 4, is 3 role play sessions a week. 30 minutes in length at least. And now we have the tool of AI. So it used to be, just a few months ago, it used to be that we would do those in person, but now you can do them with AI. And just spending 30 minutes practicing role playing around any objections, and we'll get into that in more detail in a minute. The next step is host 2 open houses a week. And a twist we put in here is we actually had our admin do this with us. And so for admins, it was get 2 reviews a week for that same step. Next step is get 2 signed agreements. BBA, listing agreement, whatever it may be, a signed agreement. This isn't contracts, but an agreement. And for agents or for admin, our challenge was to get 2 referrals to the team a week. That's a big challenge. And then just 2 more. The next one is 5 social media posts a week, which is just 1 a day, and 1 contract a week. You need to sign 1 sales contract a week. So those are the 8 steps. So you see most of these are broken down into daily tasks, like what can I do? And it's most of them are 1, just 1 thing a day, super simple and super digestible.